Wartime Propaganda by Sena Nistanaki, period 4. The objective of this poster is to get people to buy bonds from the government to help support paying for the war. Pretty much what's going on in this poster is, first thing you see, it says "Remember Belgium." It's reminding you what happened when the Germans attacked Belgium, a country who was completely innocent to the war, and they just attacked the whole country so that they could attack France. The next thing you see is this German soldier dragging the innocent little girl, and it's pretty much just getting the emotional side of you, saying these evil Germans are attacking innocent little girls because they are just evil people, pretty much. After that, the next thing I noticed was the buy bonds forth liberty loan. That's pretty much just telling you what they want, what they need your help for. They need you to buy bonds so they have money to support paying for the war. The three types of propagandas in this poster is emotional appeals, demonization, and catchy slogans. The first propaganda I see is having a catchy slogan. It says, "Remember Belgium." The reason I like this slogan is because it's short and it's just to the point. The next propaganda is the emotional appeal of the poster. The way they use the emotional appeal is, first they show the German soldier dragging the innocent little girl. It just gets the emotion of you that innocent little girl is just being hurt and attacked. Another way they use emotional appeal is by when they say "Remember Belgium," they're telling you, hey, remember when the Germans attacked this innocent country when they had nothing to do with the war. It's pretty much just telling you, like, hey, these Germans are very evil. They're attacking the little girl, and they attack the innocent Belgium. The last propaganda I see is demonization, and the way I see it is just how they portray this German soldier over here, where he's just dragging the girl, and it just making him look pretty much just like a monster. Overall, I think this is a good poster, probably one of my favorites because it's short, to the point, and it just has a really strong emotional appeal. And unlike a lot of other posters, it's not trying to spread lies or anything. It's telling the truth. It's just saying, hey, remember what happened in Belgium? Remember how cruel they were, where they just attacked them for no reason. In this poster, the objective of this poster is to get the people of Britain to support the war, support how the government is attacking Germany. The way they do this is pretty much just showing you how this German sister is pouring the water just on the ground when the dying soldier needs it. And these two German soldiers are just watching and just laughing at it. And what it says is, first it says Red Cross or Iron Cross, which is a pretty catchy slogan. And then you see it says, "Wounded and a prisoner, our soldier cries for water. The German sister pours it on the ground before his eyes. There is no woman in Britain who would do it. There is no woman in Britain who will forget it." The three propagandas I got out of this was 1. Emotional appeal, 2. Patriotic appeals, and 3. Catchy slogan. The emotional appeal of this poster is when you see this soldier over here that's injured, and all he's trying to do is get some water to help himself live, pretty much. The German sister is just standing there pouring the water onto the ground in front of him, pretty much just torturing him, while the two German soldiers are laughing at him. It's getting the emotions out of you, saying, hey, our British soldiers are out there fighting for our countries, and they're getting captured and just getting tortured by the German sisters, and it's saying we need your help, backing them up. They need your help so they don't end up like this. The next propaganda I see is the catchy slogan. It says, Red Cross or Iron Cross. It's pretty much just saying, whose side are you on? Are you on the Red Cross or with the British, or the Iron Cross with the Germans? And by saying that, it makes you think, oh, I'm with the British. That's my country. I want to help support however I can. The last propaganda I see is the patriotic appeal. It's just making you feel better as a British person because it's saying there is no woman in Britain who would do it. There is no woman in Britain who will forget it. It's pretty much saying us British are so much better than the Germans because we would never torture a soldier like this by pouring the water they need right in front of them. No woman in our whole country would be this evil. Overall, this is a pretty decent poster. Only thing I would change about it is it's a little bit too wordy. Right over here, I feel like they could have made it shorter and more to the point. The main objective of this poster is to get people to enroll into the army before they make it mandatory to. They do this by telling people that as an American, the country will be more proud of you if you enroll before we make it mandatory to. The main propaganda they show in this poster is patriotic appeals. The first way you could see this is when you see Uncle Sam on the left. The second place you see it is where it says, I need you in the Navy. It's pretty much making it look like Uncle Sam himself is asking you to join the Navy. The last way you see this is where it says, our country will always be the proudest of those people who answered the first call. It's saying if you want to be a great American and have your country be proud of you, then answer the first call. Be the first to join the Navy. The next propaganda I see is evocative visual symbols. You see the evocative visual symbols when you see Uncle Sam. It's just a strong symbol of the US government and the US Navy. The next propaganda I see is half-truth or lies. I see this where it says, our country will always be proudest of those who answered the first call. It is something to be more proud of, and it is something good to do, but it's definitely not something that the country will be proudest of. It's not lying, but it's definitely not telling the full truth. Overall, I'm not that big of a fan of this poster because it's just not that strong of a poster. Unlike a lot of the other posters, it just doesn't have that strong of a message. The main objective of this poster is to get people to enroll in the war. The way they do this is pretty much just saying you're going to be embarrassed if you don't. The first propaganda I see is evocative visual symbols. I see this over here where the little boy is sitting on the ground playing with the toys of the British Army over here. The next propaganda I see is emotional appeals. I see it because since it's saying, Daddy, what did you do in the Great War? And it's the little girl who's talking. If you look at the dad, he's pretty sad about it because he knows he didn't do anything in the war. So in this way, it's saying you're going to regret it if you don't. The reason I see this as a half-truth is it's trying to say that people are going to regret it if they don't go in the Great War, participate. But the truth is, it's going to be even worse if they die in the Great War. The little girl who's asking what did he do, well, at least she has a father in this case. Out of all the posters, I think this is the worst one because it has no meaning whatsoever. It's just saying you're going to be embarrassed if you don't do anything in the Great War. I put the Remember Belgium poster for both the is it effective and is it justified, because personally I feel like that is the strongest poster, because it just has a strong emotional appeal to it, and it is both effective. It has a big effect on people remembering what happened in Belgium, showing the girl being kidnapped by the German soldier, and also it's justified. It's a good reason. The poster is giving a good reason why they should support the war and why they should buy the bonds, because it's saying the Germans are doing these evil things. They're kidnapping innocent little girls, attacking innocent Belgium. That's why overall I think this poster is the most effective and the most justified.